right. Here we are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for this StepCapture session where we create step-by-step guides easily. Exciting day, fun session. Karan, Parwani, partner in crime, Rocket Hub, joined us.
Hey guys,
What's going on? And we got the.
I just completed my dinner, by the way. So just like
Oh,
the
you can
moment
bring
I
the food
just
on. You're allowed to bring.
Yeah,
I,
you can eat
yeah,
on call.
This is
it,
part of the fun where we like
it
guess
was.
what Karan is eating. I was gonna bring food actually. I think I look at my
I'll tell
coffee.
you what is it. It was fried fish and rice.
Oh, ooh, fried fish, nice.
Yeah, nice.
The StepCapture team here, the founders, made some time for us. Thanks, guys. Nafiul
Always.
and Nafi and
Yeah,
Jonathan.
yeah, better.
John, I guess maybe people call you that too from StepCapture. What's up, guys?
What's up? What's up? Thank you for having us. We're excited. I think it's gonna be a really fun webinar. Karan,
Yeah.
good to see you.
Yeah.
Joe, the quick question for the live chat. We can't answer them in the chat. I guess we'll just answer them like over the call.
Yeah, there's Eddie. You
Yeah.
I think from here you might not be able to. I think I can.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't give you the option how to click on that. Type in your message.
No worries. That's why I want to say hi to Eddie. Just wanted to make sure I
Hey,
had
Eddie.
all the
Yeah, I'm watching the Facebook Live is just in case a couple of.
Oh yeah,
questions
you could
come
go
right
on there or
so-
YouTube. I know we're using Wave, which is a great platform. Just have to like figure out. And a lot of the
Brilliant.
guests, they never tell us what does it look like on their end. You know, we're just worried about everybody who's in the audience. So this is
We have to
good.
go live. We have to go live on time. Before time. Otherwise,
It's good. Yeah, I wanted to
it
try
kind
some
of.
new. We got some overlay. There we go. Put your logo up there on the top left. We could also switch it to the Rocket Hub logo. Look at that, Karan, huh? Look, yeah, fancy, huh? Fancy schmancy.
It's StepCapture. These
We're
are the guys.
evolving. We're
Spotlight.
evolving. Let's get the ticker going. Oh, we got a ticker. Look at that. We're real
Oh.
professional here. All right, so let's get right into it, guys. First, where are you guys from? Where are you located?
I'm from Bangladesh. From Dhaka currently, but I personally live in Shanghai. If anyone from Bangladesh would probably definitely know. But yeah, I'm from Bangladesh, and I'm working on this web development and those type of things last around 5 or 6 years. And I met Jonathan, interestingly, on Upwork, and 3 years ago.
Oh, you guys met on Upwork. I was going to ask what you guys have to meet because Jonathan, where are you? You're in the States, right? You're over here.
No, so I'm right now. So actually, this is like I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but I'm originally from Montreal, Quebec, in
Montreal
Canada.
Canadians, you
I'm
have.
a Canadian,
All right.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're losing right now in the playoffs, but like, I'm originally
my Islanders didn't even make it, so
we barely squeezed through this year, so I get it.
I'll root for you guys. Just
Thank
because
you.
of you, I'll root for you.
Thank you. But yeah, originally from there, but the last few years I've been traveling a lot. My wife, she's she's doing international medical rotations. She's a doctor, so we've been like in the UAE in Dubai for quite a while, throughout Europe. And now we're going to be, right now, currently I'm in Montreal, but over the next few months, we're going to be traveling the States, Los Angeles, Fort Lauderdale, all over. So
you're going to come to New York?
I actually have family in New York. We should meet
Yes,
up. That'd be fun.
Let's do a meetup. Let's do a hangout.
I'm supposed to be, I'm supposed to be in New York in a couple months, in New Jersey, sorry. I mean,
in Jersey?
Close enough.
Is that where your family's from, Jersey?
No, well, I have an uncle in Staten Island. I have some family in Brooklyn, but
nice.
Actually, I think my wife has a medical rotation in New Jersey, but closer to like Cherry Hills, like Pennsylvania area.
Yeah. I'm on Long Island, so yeah. Staten Island, the toll keeps going up and up. It's like $500 now to go to Staten Island. It's crazy.
I spent a week there, and like I got billed on my Easy Pass or whatever it was. Like
they take
I don't remember. It was like $250 or something like that at the end of the week. I couldn't believe it.
It's crazy. It's like you're going to Europe. Where are we going?
Exactly. I think it's cheaper to fly to Vegas.
It is. Go to Vegas. Okay, here are the options, honey. You want to go to Staten Island, or we could go to Vegas? It's like
exactly.
He's also traveling in Dubai as well.
Sorry, what?
Jonathan also traveling a lot in Dubai.
I had a place.
Just because of his wife.
Yeah, exactly. We just let go of our apartment. Literally, I landed in North America on Monday. So fairly recently.
John, do you speak French? Because Oh,
did all
it's
my
perfect.
schooling in French.
Perfect timing because Francois has joined the chat. And Francois, if you don't know him already, he's a
Bonjour,
big
François.
tech guy. He's in France.
He
He will
he's
ask.
a proud Frenchman.
Yes, he'll ask. You'll know him if you ever contact support. It says, "Is it available in French?" Because he's our
Okay,
guy.
perfect. I'll have to be the only one answering, but en plus, mon français, il est très français. C'est pas un français québécois. It's not a Quebecer
Ooh,
French. I
nice.
have a
Look at
real
this.
French.
Why does he look
I-
like Steve Jobs
I
with
went
the
to-
glasses on?
I know he is. He actually Francois speaks better English than me, so he's good there. I don't know why he's always asking for French. I mean, I would have taken French in high school, but I think it was like the hardest language. So
It's hard.
I took Latin. I
Yeah.
went with a dead language, Latin. Like, what was I thinking?
No, I always want to take Latin also. I get it. But anyways, yeah. So long story short, travel a lot. I'm a bit everywhere. I don't have a home base but right now. But me and Nafi, so I was in e-commerce in like 2015, 16, sold a couple small e-commerce stores. And then kind of just through family and friends, ended up doing a lot of web dev or tech related kind of like automation work. And then just like over time, it just became a real like agency business, I guess, and started hiring out and found Nafi for some small project. I believe it was like 3 years ago, Nafi. I think you're right. I don't know the exact time, but ever since the first project we worked together on, like I loved working with Nafi. Like it just kind of like everything went perfect.
You hit it off. You hit it off.
It just hit off, and we've been working together, like talking every day ever since.
Did you meet in person yet?
No, not yet. We were supposed to.
We
Nafi's visa got denied to Dubai. He was too young and too successful.
They don't want that. Yes,
No,
young,
exactly.
successful. No, not allowed.
By the way,
This is why
Kuwait,
they
I'm
give
coming
me a
to-
visa. They give me a visa to every country. I'm not successful, and I'm old.
I'm coming
Me
to
too,
Dubai,
man.
by the way, in the next 10 days if you're in there, Jonathan.
You're gonna in 10 days. You're gonna be in
just
Dubai.
left.
I just left, dude. I was there for so long.
You just left? Oh shit.
I'm gonna be there only like in a few months.
Oh, okay. So next time I
Sorry.
think
Next
we'll
time.
kind of take over. No worries.
Yeah,
Nafi, get it approved,
Yeah,
man.
maybe
Get it approved.
if it's the timing, then maybe with 3 can be.
I said become an American citizen. That's what you can do.
that's very hard. I've been
Yeah.
yeah,
Pay
Getting a green
$5
card,
million.
it's
Pay $5 million. Get the golden visa.
yeah. That's the easiest way. That's the easiest way.
So
When you have a wife, it's $10 million.
yeah.
I'm not getting married then, I guess.
Hi, Patrick.
We lost
Nice to
Karan
have you
again.
here in the chat.
We got Patrick here, chat, Eddie, Francois, and 6 other people. And so yeah, you kind of touched how you guys met. Like, what's the origin story of why create StepCapture? Why go into this? There's other tools out there.
Yeah, this is a great question. So yeah, we've been working mostly on agency work. I mean, we started a bunch of little projects and we built a bunch of little tools over time that kind of helped us internally through the pain points that we've had, like in our agency work. We primarily do design and development, like UI UX design, development, websites, small software.
You guys, it's
web
just
apps.
you two have an agency like together?
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. We're essentially like partners in that agency. We have clients, throughout the United States primarily. Kind of that's my focus, bringing in clients, managing at a higher level the projects. We offer a lot of sub-services too, but the primary service is UI UX design and development. Nafi has helped me build, a team in Bangladesh, essentially like a wonderful team.
Oh, nice.
Really quickly, actually, like of designers, developers, right? We have other, team members in Canada, in the US as well, more like client account managers, and some lead developers. But for the most part, Nafi has helped kind of manage and build out that whole department, which allowed us to scale quite a bit. So for reference, like we work with all kinds of clients, but the majority, it's like really like, electronic component manufacturers. We work with a couple defense companies, one of which being quite big. So really like kind of like industrialized business clients are our biggest clients, but we do work with all kinds. So we have obviously running an agency is like there's a lot of pain points, there's a lot of issues, a lot of client communication issues, a lot of internal communication issues.
I had my own agency for 15 years, and now I merged with another one, and so it's I could feel that.
you feel the pain, man. You feel the pain.
Yes.
It's like there's pros and cons, obviously, like I love the agency world right now, but there definitely is, very clear challenges that I think everyone experiences, like any agency or similar, like service-based business. Like we have a few cybersecurity clients, consulting, agencies, I guess. They have the same exact pain points as us, just slightly different caliber. So we always like building tools to help out with that. But I personally used Scribe like about 2 years ago. One of our clients mentioned it to me. I was like, oh, this is a cool tool. I used it. I tried it out. Never kind of signed up to the pro subscription, but I used it for a few SOPs. And it was all right, but kind of it never stuck. I think there was a lot of options. It was more complicated. They're constantly adding different features. And what I ended up doing is really moving to Loom. Loom was a tool that like really caught on in our agency.
Loom a lot, yeah.
Us too. We're like a top. I think I was like a top 0.5% user last year on Loom. And they send you like the end of year summary.
The top guys.
I sent. Nafi knows. I'll send whether it's a 5-second Loom or a 25-minute Loom. I'll probably send like on average like 5 to 10 Looms a day, like 7 days a week. That's
I use vMaker. vMaker is like an alternative. It's pretty good. Similar. I mean, there's a bunch on the market. But Loom, it seems like everybody knows Loom.
Yeah, of course. Loom. And once you start using it, you have a repository of videos. You kind of don't want to switch at that point. I've seen another one. I forget what it was called. I think it was Cloud something. It's an open source, so you can actually self-host if you want, or you can pay to cloud host with them. I forget the name. If I remember, I'll mention it. But anyway, so Loom. The problem with Loom is when you're making we put a big emphasis on creating SOPs, like not just internally, like for our processes for different types of development project, different types of design and development project. We have really clear processes, which helps us obviously succeed, helps us be very efficient in how we onboard clients internally, how we actually conduct our research and planning, etc. So I put a huge emphasis on. We have a big repository of SOPs, and they're full of Looms, but we do want, we write down. I essentially would write down with my client account managers like docs of like summarizing or transcripting the Loom and editing it a little bit to make it more of like a step by step. So when that started scaling, that SOP repository, me and Nafi discussed, and I was like, hey, like Scribe is good, but we think we can build a cleaner, simpler tool for our use case specifically. I mean, now it grew beyond that, but that was the initial goal, is just to have a very simple guide capture, like basically Scribe, more simplified originally. That was the idea. Better user interface, quicker sharing.
Some missing.
Password protection was a huge feature. I know we'll discuss it later on, I'm sure. But a lot of our SOPs we share with clients. Some SOPs we create specifically for certain clients. We don't only have global SOPs. So a lot of defense companies, a lot of our clients, our bigger ones, like we have very strict non-disclosures. We have very strict security guidelines with them, with certain documentation. So we needed password protection. That was like a premium feature at the time with Scribe and Tango. And like, we're like, why? It's a relatively easy feature to implement and fine tune. We wanted to kind of like democratize like all these premium features that we think we could build really well.
And this is great because you guys running an agency and like me being part of an agency as well, where what the clients need, you're using the tool, because I feel like a lot of these tools, and in general, they don't really have an agency, or they're dealing with the customer facing part of it, and then they make a great tool, but then they'll get like all of these requests because they're not aware of how it works, like how you interact, and you have use cases, you have test cases, you can put it out there in the wild, see what happens, and tweak it, and then make a tool that works for your agency. Now, of course, every agency has, like you said, different needs, and you have a roadmap, and we can go into that. And you're listening to the user base. I guess that's why you're on Rocket Hub. This way, you could a lifetime deal, launch it, and get a lot of feedback, right?
Exactly. And, to emphasize on that, like when we first launched it, we built the tool, very basic version of it. Like Nafi built an incredible MVP. I mean, he calls it an MVP. Like it was honestly more than an MVP. I mean, it was a bit buggy and stuff, but the actual features.
When did you start building it? When did you start building it?
I started tweaking around with this, I think, last year, October.
Okay.
So, yeah. After I would say after the cursor AI hits, basically. Because it's AI, so you can do a lot of things super fast. So I thought, why not try? since we definitely need these kind of things, we tried something that really not for us. We're just shifting on Loom, and I do have a visions to build products. Why not give it a shot? So
Yeah.
then I shot, and I think November, we just finalized that this can go way beyond, because after researching about the competitors and all the other things, I found out that we can play around a little bit differently and can shine over all the other competitors and compete with Tango, Scribe, or the top giants.
Do you guys ever realize, like, I have this problem where sometimes I have so many tools, different tools for different cases, and sometimes I just do screenshots. I'm sending screenshots, or I'm just emailing, I'm typing a paragraph. I'm like, what am I doing? I have all these tools. Do you ever feel like there's use cases for using Loom still, and then these cases for StepCapture? Do you mix it up? Like, what? This is not a replacement for Loom. It's a different type of tool. When do you
100%.
choose to use StepCapture or a similar tool, and when do you decide to use the video?
100%.
It's interesting. Yeah. I think I can answer a little bit, then Jonathan can point out it, because he manages a lot of things with the client. So the way basically we're thinking to move with the StepCapture is it's like someone behind you, he's just guiding you through it. It's not like Loom, where it's just static video. You don't have any actions to put in, right? So it will be currently it's not StepCapture is not like that yet. It will take like 1 or 2 months to get it done properly. But our vision is someone's behind you is just helping you to click here, type this, type that. So those type of things. We are also focusing on, since it's agent time, so you're also focusing on some kind of agents. It's just on our discussion phases. Not sure how we'll implement it yet, but agent can help you. All those guides that I have created, for example, for StepCapture website, we created a capture for a team member that how he can able to reply to a specific support, right? So those type of things, agent can analyze real time. Basically, if you run the StepCapture, agent can analyze real time, and it will help him to write what type of questions or what type of answer should be, because that's also integrated with your workspaces data that you have. So we're just discussing. So this is how our vision is to go with StepCapture. So it's this thing, Loom doesn't do it.
Yeah.
So this thing, all the other tools don't do it. Interestingly, last week Tango releases this. If you're not researching, so interestingly, they release it way too much, I would say, and also they're pricing $2,000 per year.
So if you want a good deal, this is a good deal right now for you guys, because hopefully you'll get there one day.
Yeah, exactly. And I just to add to that, from my perspective, the way, because I still use Loom, I love Loom, and I think there's a great use case for Loom. I think that what now, since we have StepCapture, the biggest use case for Loom has been like feedback. Like if I have to send feedback on a development project, like internal feedback, to Nafi or one of our developers or one of our designers, that's definitely like where I record a Loom, go through my thoughts kind of as I flow, not really worry of like, pausing and having to, like, very simple. They have easy editing if I really mess something up after, Another use case of Loom is like tutorial videos, that are not like guide related. Maybe it's a more vague tutorial video, like saying like, hey, we, try to go into this, this website and download this tool and then, exploring the tool on video, kind of like free flowing, exploring the tool. I think Loom has a better use case for that right now, or like very long feedback videos. Like I said in the beginning, I think that's the most, not just us, that what our clients still use Loom for, or like we work with agency partners that we either, white label work for, or that we just work directly with, coordinating on certain projects for clients. We ask our agency partners to always send us feedback for the work that we're doing in Looms. It's just much easier, and you can pause the Loom, work on a part, and it's very easy to use that way.
And to hear your voice, to hear like speaking.
Exactly. Yeah. And you can actually get, like, I know not all of our developers and stuff use it, but when I'm listening to a client feedback Loom and stuff, I do check kind of like, I can gauge importance of certain feedback based on how they say it. Right. So those are minor details, but they come important, like over time, like it adds up, those little details. But for step capture, what's perfect is kind of long-standing SOPs. Like that's what I'm using it the most for, or instructions, like globalized instructions for clients on if we have repeated steps. Like,
that's what I'm going to use it for. Actually, my number one use case is with our clients is them setting up their Google Analytics and Search Console.
Exactly.
So that's perfect. And we can have the SOP set up. It's, every time project manager asks me, here you go, hand it off to the client. I could blur out the sensitive data while I'm doing it. And that step captures number one, I think, use case for any agency if you're dealing with SEO, digital marketing, and then even other stuff like the setting up a WordPress site, doing this, how to set up an email, how to set up your Facebook account, things people don't know these things. And you just set up the step capture. I think you're good to go, right?
Yes, and what's awesome about it is we'll go through it later, but there's a feature where, like, in a Loom, you can't really easily set and record and add a snippet that in the middle of the video. With step capture, let's say something changed in the process, you can go back, edit, but you can capture new steps and it'll feed into so that I've been using that constantly because tools UIs constantly change, like Ahrefs.
You have to update it, edit it. I like that. They can remove and add to the timeline. And also you guys have that. We'll go over to you have a cool blur features, but you also have blur out like numbers and emails, or I like that.
Yeah,
settings
some important parts.
So for us lazy guys, we could just go boom, 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 we're good. We can do anything. But actually, Francois, I guess we'll get into this. Fable, Guyjar, these are ones. What is the value of step capture? So I guess we can go into that while sharing it. This is the question you guys get a lot, I'm sure.
That's what I told these guys. I said this is the first question when you met for the first time you're going to get. It's very frequent.
That's a question I asked on your last webinar.
Yeah.
So I think it's better I do a demo and
go ahead
doing the demo and try to answer a couple of questions. I think Jonathan can answer those questions as well.
So, we share the screen and do that and go from there. So now is your agency helping to fund the step capture tool? Some people do that where they have the model where it kind of is part of the agency,
Yeah, a little bit, but we are with this tool. It's kind of the first one that we really want to market and kind of separate. We have a separate team, like we're completely differentiated, like the initial funding and additional, investment that's needed for sure. The origin is going to be our main business, the agency, but we are like it's a separate company. We're trying to kind of segment it as much as possible away from the agency.
Okay.
But anytime clients send us questions and stuff where we can use a step capture, we use a step capture, and we try to get our clients as well to use a step capture. And I think we've had good reception actually before even Rocket Hub, before officially launching. Like the first test that we did, I sent it to 25 or 30 of like our best clients, and said, hey, use this. What do you think? That's how we got our initial feedback. We can discuss that later.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. So I'm just going to give you a very rough demo how basically we use step capture. So first thing, if you're purchasing anything from Rocket Hub, basically there will be instruction on your order details. So you just follow it. It will be something like stepcapture.com/sign-up/Rocket Hub. Just follow it and use basically the coupon code that Rocket Hub provided, and then it will be signed up as LTD users. So I'm just going to give you a demo how basically we use step capture. And also before the basically call, we interestingly push an update. That's really interesting. I think Joe will love it, especially the couple of days we're pushing another small update. Yeah, small update. That's also interesting because that's part of this update that we post basically. So I'll just quickly show how step capture will run, nothing else. So once you download the Chrome extension, also interestingly, lots of people asked, does this works with different browsers, different Chrome tabs, different Windows or desktop software? So unfortunately, so since we're just Chrome extension, so it will just run on your Chrome profile that you have the Chrome extension installed. So if you have multiple Chrome profiles, you can install on those profiles and step capture will run perfectly. We don't have any login restrictions or device limitations at all. So you can just run Chrome extension, but we do have plans to for the desktop app so that you can capture the other software, because these were the lots of the major questions asked. There are a lot of people that do you have anything in the future, some of the pipeline you're going to be pushing for the software, desktop software, because lots of tool doesn't support just Chrome or just web view. We have lots of software we have to record. So yeah, so that's a quick answer. But after you install, you'll just follow the steps. Onboarding is just simple onboarding, and then you'll just land it on like this. So we have a couple of settings basically over here. I believe Joe already tried. So if you purchase basically Rocket Hub tier 2 or tier 3, you will get all the features. Tier 1, we just have restrictions. This because a couple of users did ask these questions. I just want to clarify it. It's basically from branding. Sorry.
Yeah, I think tier 2 is the sweet spot for this deal, right? Because tier 1 doesn't have all the options available. Seems like most lifetime deals I've seen more and more. Actually, I've seen a lot that they go tier 3, tier 4, and the first couple tiers are pointless. So you guys are fair doing at least tier 2. You know, I did right. Am I right, Karan? Like it's getting ridiculous.
Welcome to marketplace world, man.
Yes, the economy is hitting everyone hard.
No, I mean, even though, I mean, I would say if you're using it, use it to the fullest, right? I mean, even if you go and buy any other product, they're pretty expensive. So even though you're getting more, you get more value out of this in the long run. So if you are investing it, then go full on, you know.
Yeah.
Empty your wallets.
True. So on tier 1, you just will leave this part and also the coming features that we have capture multiple captures. You can create a knowledge-based page. So we have this on our pipeline. So these features will launch later. So if you're tier 1, you're not going to get that feature as well because that does cost some AI and also some advanced features. So that deserve tier 2. So that's why we move to tier 2. So tier 1, you're not going to be removing this part other than custom domain branding and everything. So that's possible. Oh, sorry. The branding is also not possible. Just to add. So you can
tier one, you can't disable the branding, correct?
Yeah, it's basically you can't do the custom branding part.
And the custom, yeah.
Other than you can everything.
Like
all the features.
With the tools launch, sometimes I feel really bad about disabling that, even if I have full stack, because you kind of want to help promote the tool so it scales properly. So I'm kind of torn on that, right? It's good it doesn't hurt to have their branding enabled as well, the tool, especially StepCapture.
Yeah. So yeah, just to finish it. So on the settings, StepCapture Actionable settings, we have two interesting click style. I think there's a couple of other competitors does have it. Their things does work properly. Why we do have it, I'll try to answer at the very end. So that will be like kind of teasing what's coming next. Basically, currently you can click on the click style between click and select. What it does, I'll show you on select and click. And you can set some custom branding if you're tier 2 and more. Basically, you can click some custom color and just quickly add it. All those things will be added. And click indicator size. So how big and small it will be. Okay. So after setting done, and then I'll just quickly run StepCapture. And by the way, it's updated extension. This will be updated all the users later tonight, basically. So it's just updated version on me. Chrome didn't approve yet, so it takes around 2 to 3 hours, basically. So after that, it just go through your process. You don't have to touch anything or something like that. Just go through your process. But here, I don't want to show my email. So we have blur feature. So advanced blur feature. So just enable it. And then I'll just quickly enable email. So as you see, it's blurred. I don't want to show my emails as well. I'll blur it. And then if you have any other things like numbers, amounts, for example, you're recording on an Excel sheet, you don't want to show all the numbers, that's important numbers, you can blur it. But you're on a website that doesn't have those type of specific things. You can select custom and move your mouse and blur certain area. See, it's working. And then you can just click resume. And then from there, if you click anything, if you notice on the right side, it's still blurred. And after all those things you've done, you just click complete capture. It'll take like a couple of seconds, not more than 5 or 10. If you have bad internet, I'm sorry for you. So after you've done it, it'll just run through. And Karan probably already noticed that on our last webinar today, we have updated a lot of things already, even on the view. On this view, we already updated it. So today, we've shipped one feature that this is where Joe will love it, I guess. So if you open it, so this feedback we got a lot. Why captures is very small. You can't view it. the click
No.
indicator not showing properly. It's very small, so those type of things. So we have two ways to tackle it. One is this already live. Another that will go live in a couple of days. Basically, we're working on it, testing on it. Basically, so this it just open the capture on a light box. Now, if you click next, the thing animations as you see, it just move your mouse. It
Nice.
just we're working on it. I know we can play around with a lot of cool things, like it does animations like pause effect. It just shows that you have to click over here, something like that. So we're working on it. As you can see, the blur has also happened. So we're working on that. But the next couple of things that will be shipped, it's similar to Tango and Scribble. If you're familiar with Tango and Scribble, see over here it's very small. Some user might not notice. So what we're doing, you're just adding a feature. It will zoom to this specific area. I think Tango have the best way to handle it. Skype it sometimes doesn't work. So Tango did handle this properly. So we're working on it. Basically, I'm testing it. So this will go live in a couple of days as well, probably next week. So this is how easily you create a capture and just share. Anyway, and interestingly, I'm pretty sure all the competitors don't have this password protected. If I'm not missing anyone, so no one have this. So if you just even you can set like 1 2 3 4 password protected as well. So that's up to you. So for example, if I just click 1 2 3 4 and then click it, interestingly, probably incognito will not show. I have to reshare. Mm.
The area blur is coming soon. That other blur.
The area blur, yeah, it's a good question. So I can answer this. So we're working on it. It's a little bit tricky because of Chrome extension. So
Yeah.
this part you asked. So okay, this part. So this part, what it does, see, you select it, for
Yeah,
example,
and it
you
clicks, right?
yeah. Let's go back. For example, on left sidebar, I want to always hide. I want to record a step capture, basically capture for a step capture that will be always hide the left sidebar. Currently, you can do it with all the other tools. You can do it just go like this. But once you resume and click, for example, one, and then go back
That's tricky.
to that page, it just does it. So this is what we also think how we can implement it. So currently, how Chrome works, so it doesn't allow to push JavaScript on page instantly.
Yeah.
So we're just working on a way how we can just click this and select like how you select specific area. You just select this area.
Like a
Any pages you
screenshot,
go,
basically.
yeah,
And it'll
like a
be
screenshot,
fixed. It'll
area
be fixed
screenshot.
position on the window.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
tricky because I know other tools in your space had similar issues with that, and I know
Yeah.
some people might say, "Oh, there might be a use case for this." There are rare situations where you need the area
There.
blur, and one of the only ones I've seen is with Google, where their
Yeah.
analytics, a search console in the past, other tools won't work because some areas are not clickable for the blur
Exactly.
area.
They're
So
embedded or unfamiliar.
yes,
Exactly.
and that's such a pain. I couldn't get it, so
Mhm.
I just like edited it later and added a screenshot. It was fine,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
very rare. It happens, and it always seems to happen with Google. So
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're working on it. We hopeful by the end of next month, not yet, sorry. So by the end of next month, we'll probably ship it. Just worst case, maybe next month, because it's very tough to do it.
Yeah, it's complicated, but just to add, like, it's been a big emphasis for like that was one of the as soon as we started implementing the blur features, that was like super important because Joe, we had the same exact thing where certain elements were either not clickable or they were nested within a bigger element, but we didn't want to hide the whole element. So the select tool, you're not able to select a deeper element sometimes because of how the code is nested.
Yeah.
So that's why we had the same exact pain point.
And Eddie wants to know it only works in a browser, not an app, desktop.
Yeah,
at the moment
it does work on the browser.
But this is probably closer to an 6 month kind of like roadmap, but we are working on now. We're finishing up our planning for the desktop app, so that you can cross application record step captures. The function set will be a little bit different there, but the core idea will be the exact same.
And it'll only work on Mac, right? Because the
No, we're
civilized.
working both because our
We're
developers
trying on
use
both.
several
We're
windows.
trying on
I'm
both.
joking.
Majority of the support.
Like, in the beginning, maybe just Mac.
Yes,
We
yes,
don't
for the
discriminate.
civilized
Yeah, I
people
mean,
here, the
We don't
designers.
discriminate.
yeah.
I just wanted to upset everybody
Yeah.
in the comments, who
Yeah.
Windows users that I have here.
Yeah, but most of our developers using Windows, so
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
Windows will be
exactly.
first. Yeah.
yeah. I
Nafi,
think
Nafi.
the last part that I was going to
Mhm.
say, basically, the interesting that Joel also like it is, see, we are doing the select part. Let me just quickly rack out the select so that I can give an example. I believe Joe already checked it. It's just for the users want to say. For example, as you see, as you can see, I did run a couple of things automatically. It does save you on a Chrome system. So you don't have to do this every single time. Like a couple of important things, email, image, and amounts. You don't want to show anytime, when you start your capture. So that will be stick on your system. So anytime you run it, it will just work. So like this, click, and just quickly complete capture.
And you have to remember to, because I was a knucklehead last night. I wasn't always clicking. I was just scrolling. I'm like, oh, maybe it's recording my screen. People have to remember to click on things. Otherwise, it doesn't
not like
capture anything. I'm a genius over here. And I'm like scrolling. I'm like, oh, maybe it'll capture this.
No, unfortunately not.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Step capture makes sense.
Yeah, step. You have to click every single step. Actions. You do have to
and make
do the
sure to
actions.
resume. There's also the resume, because when you blur something,
Yeah.
you might forget to resume. The recording.
We're working on it. So we did notice a lot of users.
Yeah.
What it does, just blur it and just click blur. Does close the blur part, but didn't click the resume. So we're working on it. That will see if you blur it and just disable the blur drop down menu. So it's this basically.
Yeah, I had that problem.
Showing you, so
Likewise.
So
that's just me though. That's my designer brain,
yeah.
not
Yeah, as you see, it's just paused. But if you just click it, it's not resumed.
Yeah.
So you just have to click it. So we're working on it, so it'll automatically resume for you. So we do.
You're gonna add that? I mean, I think it works great.
Yeah.
Once I did a run through, I was like, oh, this is it's very easy as is. It just different tools have different ways of doing it, So I was used to working with Fable or another one, and it was a little different. This one, the UI UX very, very easy to navigate.
Yeah, we worked really hard on that. Like, we have wonderful designers on our team that worked on this, but still, there was definitely we got a few feedback points about that not auto resuming, and I had that happen to me 2 or 3 times, and when that happens to me 2 or 3 times, that's it. I want it changed. So
yeah,
just send all the complaints to Karan. Just send them all to him. Karan will take care of it.
Okay,
yeah,
all
over it.
Perfect.
Interesting point that Jonathan brings in. I was just going to say it. It's just you're just doing the customizations before capture is recorded. You do want to customize it. For example, you capture it with this selected, but you want to more specific because sometimes select captures is a little bit more area. You want to be more precise. Click here. So for example, this is where the click part is, but you can't able to customize it right now. So we're working on a feature that will do all this customization that you see. Interestingly, you just after recording the captures on the settings, edit, you'll have another right sidebar over here, not on the external sidebar, exactly like this. You can just click this, it will change to click. And it will exactly show you where you click. For example, I clicked here, it'll move. Basically, we're capturing both there. So where you click, exactly the point, and what area you click, we're capturing those two. This is why we can able to do this both things after capture is recorded. And including the customization is very important. We know lots of users on our support team ask why I can't change the color after capturing. So it's important for me. And we're shipping it, Paris. So we're shipping very soon. There's 2 things, it's coming very soon.
Yep. And Nafi, did you reshare your screen? I don't remember, but I don't know if I don't know if you're able to showcase the share, like the password protected share. I think that would be pretty relevant to show how easy. And then after that, I think it'd be good to also showcase some of the editing, like the new StepCapture editing, etc. That I think is very valuable.
Yeah. Please work.
And then you could
Yeah,
embed it, I
I have
saw.
I
Yeah.
let me just
Infinite loop. Perfect.
Good call.
Joe, we're showing all your
In
secrets.
Inception. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Inception. How
Yeah.
many layers down are we going?
And I've
You want
told Joe,
I think
I've told Joe before that if you, I mean, whenever you're young, you look like Leonardo DiCaprio. If you look at look
Oh
at Joe
yeah.
pretty close. Yeah, I mean, if you look at Joe without the beard, and if he has the long hair like this,
No, yeah,
yeah,
you
I
was
know
like
this now.
just
that was
what,
like
There's
just yeah,
25
something.
years ago. My wife fell in love with
yeah.
me back then, but not now. Now she says I look like a fat Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow.
No, she
Wait,
doesn't say that. She's nice.
put
She's
up
nice to me.
put up a photo of young Joe right now
Yeah,
instead of
that's
what
what
we're
I'm
showcasing.
I gotta
saying.
find the young Joe picture or photoshopped AI picture.
All right,
Yeah,
we can do that now. That's
just
true.
say
That's true.
but yeah, I believe you can see the incognito mode right now. So yeah,
You
Yeah,
you
want
can
yeah.
you
see
want the
if you
password
set a
protected? Yeah.
password, yeah, you just click the password and open it. Access granted, it will just open it, the capture for you. And all those branding you see, the logo over here, the colors over here, if you purchase tier 2 and more, so you can able to brand it as yours. So it will not show anything, including the URL, it will not show its step capture. So it's totally personal branding. So it's great for agencies who want to do the white labeling more deeper way, The customizations that Jonathan mentions, we also last week on the changelog. By the way, anyone wants to see what's new, so just click that. So just click what's new, and you'll see what's coming. Basically, we're trying to pushing videos, demos as well to show. So we post that new UI editing system. Basically, what it does, it just clicks and you can just customize it. So we're using one of the advanced editing library. It's called TipTap. This exactly same library Tango uses. So we are also implemented on our system. So if you click it, start typing anything, and then do all those things.
Yeah,
Okay,
all the
there's a one
WYSIWYG
question the
editing
developer.
essentially.
Yeah, there's one question developer might ask because one of my developer teammates instantly asked, "Bro, I want to embed couple of codes over here. Why you can do that right now?" So it's just let's go slowly. So let's not rush. Let's go slowly because we're good at pushing things at
Yeah.
accurate. So let's not rush it so that it will be bug and user will be pissed. So let's not do that. So that's our
I think
overview.
later on you can add what you see, what you get editor, you know, which is there, the HTML one,
Yeah,
where
so
you can
we
embed the stuff.
yeah, so this library actually, yeah, so exactly. There's a few missing components right now, but the idea is gonna be the
Yeah.
same UI, but just we're gonna add like code snippet, we're gonna add other embedding options. But exactly, the idea is to have a full WYSIWYG function set
Correct.
here.
Correct. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Nafi, show them like the new step captures. Like if you need to edit a capture, like let's say you record an SOP
yeah,
and
good
then
call,
like
good call.
6 months later you want to add to it or you want to delete, like just show them how easy it is to do that.
Yeah. For example, something changed like after step 3 is just a demo. Step 3, I just click and stick. You can do the new empty step. There's a couple of
Manually,
users
yeah.
wants to add the custom image. That's also going to go live, I guess, end of this month, probably 30th or 1st May, I would say. So that's also going live. But if you want, you can just click this. So it'll just show you all the tabs you currently have on your profile. Just click it. For example, I selected this tab, start capture. It will just run the capture over here. You don't have to, so don't have to do anything else. Just click it, do all those things, and then just click complete. It will just save that capture for you. So all the new things that you did, so those things already added.
It gets appended between where you selected, between the two steps that you selected.
Exactly. So as you can see, the new 2 steps just added. So it's exactly, yeah. So over here. So it's exactly works like that. So if anything you missed or updated, there's one thing we're also going to push later down the line. It's report capture. It's basically it's users in one visit the capture didn't find out that it's up to date. They can just click one button, flag it, the creator will get the notification on the dashboard, and then you can just check it and re-record it, because this will be a more efficient way to get get everything up to date on the software, because you may have like hundreds of 200. You don't have time to check every single captures every single time. Some users might check it, or your team member check it. They just flag it that, bro, a couple of steps needs to be updated. It's not updated right now. UI is updated on the software. So can you just do it? You can just go over there, run it, capture it, save it, done.
Very cool.
Yes, and I think Eddie had a question regarding the CNAME, but Nafi, I think it'd be best maybe from here, you can go directly to the branding settings and just go. I know we glanced at it earlier, but let's go a bit more detail, because I think it's pretty powerful and very flexible. So go to the branding settings. Yeah. So you can obviously change like your logo, like which is going to be the logo in the top left of the capture, the link that you share. You can change your favicon, which is obviously like pretty straightforward. It's your tab favicon. Your brand colors that would like apply to links, buttons, etc. In the capture itself. You have full flexibility with that. This, and we'll go into workspaces and stuff right after this, but this is like a per workspace setup. So you can have multiple workspaces with different branding. The domain, so Nafi, you can walk through, but it's very easy to add. Correct. It's a CNAME. It's one record to add, essentially, to connect and verify a custom domain or a subdomain that you want to use. So he's walking through it. It's very easy. It gives you the CNAME, the value to add, and that's it.
If you just verify, and then anytime you share after that, basically any capture you share it, this URL. So as you can see, it will not redirect. It will just redirect to the capture, because I didn't verify it yet. So after you verify it, it will use your main domain that you have. Yeah. And the workspaces that Jonathan was taking, as you can see, I have lots of workspaces because I'm doing testing every single time. So Ultimate is a plan. LTD is just for our team members so that they don't have to hustle. And Pro, so all those things. Also LTD, you guys will have exactly the same things over there as well. So
how many workspaces do you get with Rocket Hub?
Yeah, I was just going to say it. So currently on tier 1, Rocket Hub tier 1, you can do only one workspaces. You just create one, that's it. No deleting, and you can delete it technically, but you can't create more LTD workspaces. But if you're on tier 2, you can create 5, I guess. And on tier 3, you can create 10 workspaces. It's just to handle if you have lots of clients, want to specific couple of clients over there, couple of clients over there. So you can manage over like that. Now, some clients do want it specific workspace for them. They want to add their team members over there. You can just create a workspaces for that client, set it up, set the domain, and add all their team members. That's it.
But you could throw all your clients into one workspace if you want, right? And then just share their stuff to them. Yeah.
So interestingly, we were also pushing. I'm saying a lot of things coming soon. So you guys kind of have to trust on us like that.
It's good. It's a good
thing. There's one thing we're just going to push it over here. That's you can still see on the live. It's called guest. So the guest is kind of the clients. You want to invite specific clients to a specific folder. For example, on Team Library, I might have use cases folder. You just want to invite to specific clients. Currently, you don't have it, obvious. So you can just share it with a specific guest. That guest only can able to see that folder, not any other things. For example, you have one client 1, client 2 folder, and you can invite client 1 to the client 1 folder, client 2, client 2 folder. So they will see all those things over there. And obviously, all the captures that we recorded, all be there. So the client can able to see it. They can't able to record. They can't able to do any things, but they can able to share and view it. So
nice. That's great. Eddie is asking, can you use capture.eddiewerder.ch? That's how it would be a subdomain, I guess.
Yeah, you can use main domain, subdomain, both work. So the way we implement it, if you want to use subdomain, you can use CNAME for that. But if it's the main domain, you have to add iRecord for that. I can show you right away. So,
and you guys have that support button there. You have support. Do you have a live chat, or is it support email?
It's a support ticket, but I'm very active on it. So with a couple of words on reply.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You'd be surprised how many tools do not have a support like anything. You gotta
Yeah.
dig to find their email, or they're on Discord.
Yeah.
Everyone's on Discord, but they don't
Yeah, I
want to
don't
talk
know.
to you on the
I don't
website.
understand why Discord is chosen as a support channel. I've never.
Slack
It's
good, but
very.
Discord is for kind of
Slack,
Yeah, I think
you
you should
should
have a
gamers
think
kind of
the
professional.
line.
internal Slack is good for the internal stuff, I think.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I mean, you should have Freshdesk or Zendesk or any help desk to manage all the tickets at one place or categorize it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
I
For
know
example, you're
engineers like
adding.
Discord.
Sorry. Yeah. True.
Or gamers,
This is why also we moved to
gaming at the
Discord.
same time resolving support tickets.
Yeah, you got to think of the user because a lot of users don't even know what Discord is. You have to
Yeah.
test it. I test. I don't know about you guys. If you have a family member, I test stuff with my dad. See if he can use the platform, if he could find the support, if he could turn on the computer, the whole thing. If he could do
Discord
it, anyone
have a
could
lot
do
of things. It's confused to new
it.
users.
Yeah.
So I think the question of that answer basically. So if you want to add main domain, you can do it, but it will ask you to add a record. Where if you add as you say a record, where it was for basically subdomain, it will just ask for you to add txt cname record. Basically, that's it.
Okay.
It's very simple. You just walk through it. If you face any issues, just hit up over here and just open a support ticket. Anytime within 24 hours, you'll get an answer. And also, worst case, you can just email as well if you don't want to do the support ticket stuff. It's annoying for you. You can just support@stepcapture.com.
You could also just call Karan on his phone. We'll give his phone number out at the end of the session. And,
Yeah, come over.
he likes when
Come
you
over
call him
live.
like
Oh.
3:00 in the morning,
Yeah.
his time.
Yeah, I'm playing games on my phone, so I can just kind of pick up.
I feel bad. I haven't called you yet. I just I messaged you on Facebook, and then I'm like, oh crap, I forgot what time it was over there.
Yeah,
I come to
Karan and
Switzerland.
from me, it's 30 minutes difference.
Yeah, I come to Switzerland. No worries, man.
These time zones are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not fun, but I thought they were fun. In the beginning, in the UAE, I was like, this is amazing. I can wake up, have a full day before a work day, but then it's like midnight 1. You're like, oh my gosh, like this is the worst.
Like, and Jonathan, you're like traveling the globe. You're everywhere, so it's like you memorize all the time zones by now.
I have like on my calendar, on my Notion calendar, I have like 5 time zones, like preset.
You're in jet lag, I think 24/7, like 365 days.
No, not anymore. I'm actually
not anymore.
I'm okay with jet lag. I've been
that's
lucky.
good. Yeah.
I've been very lucky most times. A couple of times I thought I was gonna die the next day, but like most times. Okay.
Eddie wants to know about the pricing on Rocket Hub. I would need tier 2 to get all present and upcoming features.
Definitely.
Yes, I would recommend you go for that. And if you have a bigger agency, you have more than 5 clients, I would say go for tier 3. So you can grow into something. You don't have to then buy tier 3 separately and then upgrade.
Yeah.
Because the product is good. And we have received, I think, Nafiul would know and John would know how many requests they've received for the upgrades. So go for it.
With that, we last week we had to work on the system and I gave Karan to the upgradable codes so that he can able to pass it to the users. If you're not want to purchase an upgrade, they can pay extra and then get the upgradable key and add it on the subscription. So we had to work on that as well.
How much longer are you guys going to be on Rocket Hub for?
Not sure yet.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. The people, we'll see how people.
Yeah, it's 99% of the time it's always extending. So we say it's no harm for you to be here, be our guest. It's like a home. You can chill anytime you want. Whenever you have to leave, you're done with it. You can go.
You don't kick them out. Get out. You're done. You've been here 10 years, guys. You've been here 10 years.
We give you good enough wine and whiskey, so you're good with vodkas and everything.
Yeah. Also, to add to that, like to be honest, like we've been getting such like good, not just feedback, like ideas, like mostly like ideas, and sometimes people will comment something like meant as feedback. We're like, wait, there's like an even better idea that can be implemented. So
exactly.
I think we want to milk that, to be honest, those ideas and other people's thoughts as much as we can. So
Inder left because he was driving. Unacceptable. You know,
Unacceptable.
we don't want you driving and commenting because you know.
What? No, I was gonna tell him
Don't
put
do
his
it.
phone on one of those mounts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the police officer pulls you over, and you're like, "What were you doing?" And be like, "I was on a StepCapture webinar." They're like, "What's that about?" And then, hey, you do some affiliate work. You never know.
No,
I'm
he has to
I'm
pay a
driving step by
bribe.
step.
He has to pay a bribe and then get out of it.
Yeah, then you could do your StepCapture of the whole process of the arrest.
yeah. Of the bribe. Like, how is it happening?
Karan will bail you out. Don't worry, he's great. Yes, no drinking. Unless it's like a lemonade or like a
It's
tea,
also haram
green
for
tea.
us. So
Yeah.
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. I don't like the Coke Zero. I say if you're gonna have the
I
real
hate Coke
drink
Zero.
the real
Yeah.
stuff. You're gonna drink it. Come on. The
My
zero
wife
is
keeps
actually worse
buying
for you.
Coke. Yeah,
That's a real
it's worse.
question.
It's worse for you. My wife keeps buying Coke Zero, and I'm like, no, you get the full sugar one only. Like,
Get the real stuff. Oh, he
Yeah.
was driving. Is there a StepCapture for the Tesla? Yeah, I can order the Tesla.
hey, you can Tesla me, you can order it. Just blur
Or,
out the price.
or go to San Francisco and
Yeah.
order a Waymo, I think. Just drive around in a Waymo.
Right, directly.
Yeah.
So will StepCapture be doing automatic driving anytime soon? I guess that's the question. Is that a
By
feature
the
on
way,
the roadmap?
no, unfortunately not. No, I know Nafi. Let's be honest here.
It's not gonna park your car for you automatically.
No. It's
And
gonna
I
do
pitched
better.
this-
Eventually, you're gonna be able to do captures in your Tesla browser. Not right now, but soon. We're working on it with Tesla.
There you
You're
go.
gonna
can
be
do
able
that.
to do that.
Don't give ideas to Musk. He will implement it.
What about in my Yugo? What about in my Yugo car? Will I be able to do anything in that? It barely runs.
Listen, what year is it? It depends
It's
on
like
the year. Some years we'll
1990,
be able to.
1990, I think.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Anything before that, and before 89, we can't anymore. We
Oh,
can't.
Francois wants to know about the does it capture
oh, I think Jonathan can answer it in French.
No, I'm gonna
Oh yeah,
answer it.
it will be a
But
special touch. Yeah, go for it.
Nafi, no. Nafi has more info on because we're working on the analytics, like more advanced analytics settings.
Yeah.
So Nafi, maybe answer like in more detail, and then I can
And
maybe
then
add.
Jonathan
Yeah,
will
maybe you can
translate.
answer
I'll
it.
translate.
Jonathan
Okay.
will translate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Je vais traduire. Okay.
True. Just to answer that analytics part, we're working on it, but it's more important for us to ship the core feature right now. So working on the core features. It's kind of we know what type of data users wants, like which captures views, where, and how many likes. Maybe we were going to add likes or comments. We're just thinking it, and which captures got reported, and those type of things is really important. How many captures is getting views, so which capture needs to be more attention, so those type of things we're going to be adding it, but there's a high chance this will go live on Q3 this year, but Q2 is just we're focusing on the core features that we want to ship, that will make the StepCapture much better. So
Okay.
yeah.
Do you guys actually? I want to add some stuff. Should I add it in French or English? Like honestly, I think French is more niche for Francois. But to add to that, essentially, we there's also like an advanced analytics where we want to be able to tell like where like users to be able to see how far people scroll. Like if you send to a client, you want to be able to see how far they scrolled on the capture. Because sometimes, like, you send a client a Loom, you see a view, you see they didn't view anything yet, then they start asking you questions like, you got to watch the Loom. So we want to have more advanced analytics. I use that when I send proposals, like to some, right? I on PandaDoc, which is what we use for proposals, we see like exactly how much time was spent on every page, etc. And based on that, we do two things. One, we can negotiate with clients differently based on what I know they focused on. And two, we can actually change our proposal processes over time based on like where we see people are not spending time, where we see people are spending time. So we want to implement the same thing with StepCapture. Originally, it was a higher priority before the Rocket Hub launch, but we're getting like other feedback and ideas that we think are higher priority. So we're kind of like, we moved it up a little bit, but it's coming.
Okay.
True. I think I see one question.
Is there any relevance of RPA platform in it?
I think Jonathan can answer it.
No, I actually don't understand. What's RPA? Can you clarify?
Yeah, I also don't understand the RPA.
It's not robotic process automation. I think those tools.
It's kind of
Use it to automations.
Yeah, automation
agents, I would say. I'm not going to answer deeply, but we have plans to do kind of AI. It's like you can ask that create a capture for StepCapture, how users can enable support. or reach support. It will do that. We have plans, but I'm not going to share more
Okay.
details. But in order to say buy it, stay on with us, you'll definitely.
Yeah,
see.
he's saying like zero work. That's one of the tools.
Oh, it's like Zapier. It's like basically automation
Yeah,
integration with
automation.
Zapier and whatnot.
Yeah.
Now I got it.
So yeah, I got that. What browser do you support? It's Chrome, correct?
It's Chrome.
Yeah.
I think there is one question
Yes,
also.
Francois, is the solution RGPD?
I think he meant
Yeah,
GPDR.
GPDR.
We got
yeah.
RPGs.
So at the
RPGs,
moment, we're focusing like on a lot of data protection practices, but we are actually in the pipeline. Like this year, we are gonna hire to do two things: one, an accessibility audit, and then kind of all cookie and data protection audit as well.
Exactly.
To implement throughout our website, like our marketing site and our actual application. So we are following best practices, but we will actually get a professional audit done and work on all those things.
Exactly.
StepCapture has API. He likes
in
his
there,
APIs.
unfortunately, no. Currently, no, but
Not at the moment.
maybe in the future.
moment.
Yeah, maybe in the future.
And then we kind of answers the guide jar difference. Guide jar is a desktop app, not cloud. And you guys are working
I
on
would
this.
say in there, just give it a shot like 5 minutes. If you don't like it, trust me, just give it a 5 minute. You'll definitely love it. The way we work, the smooth and how fast StepCapture is, you'll definitely love it. But yeah, obviously, you may see a couple of features is missing, but this is where you guys have to trust because we're early. We're going, we're pushing very hard. We're working very hard. So yeah.
And desktop's coming soon. Yeah. So
relatively soon, yes. We started to work on it.
Yeah.
For the just to add to that, I mean, we have a lot of good features. Some features that the other competitors don't have, at the very least, until much higher or like enterprise level plans. Like we have that out of the box very affordably. So again, the idea is you get a ton of basic features that allow you to capture something super quickly, share it super quickly for a very affordable price. So that's kind of like where we are at right now. And then our roadmap that we might get into a bit further, but I know Nafi throughout his demo and stuff, he went into a lot of projects that we're going to deploy
watch
over
the replay,
the next.
Guys. Yeah.
Yes, watch the replay. You'll see a lot of stuff that we're going to deploy over the next like month and a half. So we're constantly iterating. Does the tool have a demo portal like guide jar? Not at the moment, but that's a good idea.
Demo portal. I'm not sure what he's talking about. If
it's like an account.
Guide me.
Yeah, we have case studies. We have use cases that we put up on our marketing site that we share with people. We share it on our social medias and stuff. But Nafi, it might be a great idea actually to do like an actual like account portal with kind of showcasing all those
analytics
use cases.
Dashboard he is mentioning. I'm not sure. Maybe we can definitely discuss about this part, but it's a good feedback.
I was actually going to ask about the voiceover on demo. Have you gotten requests for that?
Definitely. We do get a couple of questions and also on our feedback tabs as well. So we do.
But then at that point, like we were discussing earlier, you probably do a Loom, right? I mean, that's where you might get into. A lot of times you just don't want to talk to people. So you're like, hey, let me just do the step capture, send it over. I don't have to do a whole speech.
Yeah, I think we're playing it by ear, like the request of that, because we did get a couple. We like that's not in our goal, in our goal with this tool. We really want to keep it refined. We don't want to become what we think is wrong with the other tools. So it's not necessarily a very, very difficult tool to add, but I don't know. We'll see we'll see how much feedback we get and what the use cases are for it with time.
I think Francois says the example of a portal.
He
wants to do
Merci, Francois.
Definitely. To answer that, definitely. But the way guides are work, it's not the way we are planning it. I can give you a little bit test. It's end of Q2 and starting Q3, we're going to be pushing this one exactly the portal part. We're not calling it portal. We're calling it basically knowledge base.
Yeah.
Any kind of collection of
yeah. It's like questions. It's like support questions. Lots of questions you added. So it's kind of like that. But to add it more, so it's like, for example, app.stepcapture or stepcapture.com, you may have like 50, 60 captures. And based on that, you want to create documentations or a page that will have different type of, for example, how to manage accounts. All the accounts captures will be there, and support, and then those type of things, basically manage billings or those type of things. in order to do that, the way we're basically planning it, it's going to be more advanced AI. So this is where the tier 2 and tier 3 comes in. So you definitely need the tier 2. So in order to get that, so we're calling it advanced AI. What it does, it will just, you can ask AI that create a knowledge base for step capture. And it will definitely take 1 or 2 minutes because it's going to be analyzed and
it's going to categorize, segment,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah. It will be exactly like this, but more advanced.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, et François, juste pour rajouter, ça va être, on prend une base d'un guide de documentation de développeurs. Donc, ça va être comme, vraiment organisé comme une base de données de développeurs, mais on aura certaines options pour le rendre, on aura certaines options pour le rendre avec des différents branding, etc., des différentes couleurs. So basically what I was telling him is like,
you don't have to make fun of me, Jonathan. I'm right here. I mean,
we're focused.
I don't know why you told him about me, but
exactly
I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends.
That's exactly what happened, Joe. But
you know, I failed
aside
French.
from that,
I don't understand any French.
But you can insult me in Latin.
Oh yeah, like I gotta go find a priest in Italy in a cave to talk to him in Latin. Nobody speaks Latin anymore.
Joe can do in Croatian.
Yeah, I can speak Croatian.
No, but basically we took a lot of inspiration from like different developer documentation and guides. Also, like a big factor, I think that we want to implement not just in the knowledge base idea is like advanced search, like more dynamic advanced search as well. So it's just kind of working with how we index all the captures and its content. That's kind of what our main focus is, figuring out. The most complicated part is really indexing the data correctly and having our AI like segment it properly.
Yeah. In the last two questions, we have any plans for the mobile app? So unfortunately, I already dive into this. So unfortunately, how the mobile apps works, especially the iPhone, there's lots of security things. So you can't able to capture when you click. Whether you record video or just record audio, you don't have any action, or just static screenshot. You can't do anything that's happened every action that you're putting. Like click should be captured, put it there. And also it should be tracking where you click. So that's not possible. So unfortunately, we don't know how to do it, but at the moment, no.
You guys could do a French webinar, Jonathan. You and Francois. You guys could we'll do a replay, a redo.
Mon français, en plus, je l'ai pas parlé peut-être pendant 6 mois, donc il est un peu cassé maintenant, mais avec de la pratique, ça va être mieux.
Francois is so happy right now. He's been waiting years for this because I always bust his chops. He's a great guy. He's really great.
By the way, the French tech sector is very, very strong, particularly Algolia. Nafi, we're working with like a few Algolia. Algolia is a search really, really amazing dynamic search, like indexing tool, etc. Like, library. They have like libraries for autocomplete search and stuff like. That's a French company. There's quite a few actually, like really pristine, like fine-tuned products.
Joe knows we launched Indro, right, in Black Friday. So Indro is a French company. It's from a French guy. They're in Paris.
Yep.
So they've developed it. The clients are LV and Hermes. They've taken up. So they're doing pretty good job. Pretty quality tech, and it's quality tech coming out from there. And
exactly.
All the French architects.
Exactly, not a lot, but like really fine-tuned, like excellent products. The only thing, the French don't have great support. I find like they're quite
I agree with that. outsource it to India or something, or South Asian countries.
India have lots of tech firm for that. For the support team.
Outsource the support. It's okay.
Like I think actually Algolia, I literally I almost like broke my computer yesterday. I sent them a message, but we're A/B testing like one of their products. So we didn't like pay for that product yet. And we asked them to get like a special tier for free testing up to a certain amount if possible, and they were just like, no, that's not how it works. I'm like, okay, but it's a huge client, like if it works well, like you're gonna like obviously get good business from it, whatever, no worries. Then I sent the support request and it said, oh, on this tier, like we don't prioritize your support request, so it might take like a month and a half to respond. I'm like, this is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, people are doing that now. They're actually adjusting the support even for lifetime deals. A couple years later, say, oh, we're not doing that anymore, you have to pay.
Instantly doesn't support it for XDD buyers.
Oh, instantly?
Yeah, they don't have the support for XDD buyers. So If you have bought the
that's
lifetime deal, you won't get any support from them. They like
And
only get a monthly buyout.
Rank Tracker did a $89 a year subscription after their AppSumo launch. They blocked the whole, not even support. They blocked the whole tool. You cannot access the tool anymore.
Oh, that's crazy. No, I mean support. Listen, support. I kind of get why you might want to like. What I think it should be. There should be free support. That's a group prioritizing as fast as they can tickets. And if you want like advanced or priority support, I'm fine with like like paying for like Cloudways. We pay for advanced support. It makes sense. But
actually,
I
have name chip support.
I have Cloudways. They've been pretty responsive. I don't think I'm paying for. Maybe I'm grandfathered in. They're always pretty fast with me. So
if you have a lot of sites, like it depends. Like if you have a certain amount of sites, like I think we have over 80. Like we have 7 applications or 8 servers, excuse me, and like 80 plus applications. I think they'll give you a discount, and if you might be grandfathered in because early on, I think at a certain amount they gave for free the advanced support with a certain quantity of servers.
Oh, okay.
But to jump back to the support question I had asked, it wasn't even a request. It was a question on like where can we find this? I couldn't find it in their how-to center, and it's like an automated response. I found that like pretty. It was a bit annoying, but
was it the AI? Was it like an AI response?
It was an AI response.
I end up talking, sometimes late at night. I'm like, hey, I'm talking to someone. And I'm like, well, that's not someone.
They're good. Listen, there's a lot of great AI responses,
bro.
But I just don't like when the AI response is fine tuned to tell you we're gonna deprioritize your support. We're only gonna get back to you in 2 months. Like, okay, just don't tell me anything. Just let me forget about the ticket.
Don't tell me. Don't show me everything. It's okay.
Let me
forget. Too honest. I am an AI. I can't lie to you. Lie to me, man. Make me feel important. Don't tell me I have to wait.
There was a meme. There was a meme in I think in PayPal support where someone had said my funds are blocked. Please help me out. I cannot access it. And AI says that's great. Thank you.
You need new friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell me. Wait, you have friends?
François has a good question.
Can we export the demo and PDF files?
Yeah, to answer that, for this, we're testing it. By the way, it's on QA. So this will go live in 2 weeks. So just to answer, PDF, HTML, images. Interestingly, a lot of users ask, can I export all the images, all the captures images without the click indicator stuff, or maybe with the click indicator stuff, just the images, because I want to write a blog. So there is one use case that also comes in. You don't want to take screenshot one at a time. Click like Mac shortcut key and then drag it. You don't do that. Don't do that. So you just click it and it will just all the captures within a couple of seconds, and then download it and use it on an article. So those type of things we are also pushing within next 2, max 3.
So no vacations for a while. You guys are busy.
No, it's fun. It's so fun. You don't understand how fun it is coming from like dealing with clients all day, coming into like building and deploying new features. It's super fun.
It's fun, right? Any plans for the weekend?
A small vacation. Yeah, we do have a very small vacation plan next month because I promised my team last year that we're going on vacations.
Yeah.
We didn't go just because of this tool working, because we started in October. Usually we go on a vacation November, December. We didn't go, so I have to go.
Where you gonna go?
Where are you gonna go? Yeah.
We're going one of the biggest sea beach. One of the world's biggest sea beach is called Cox's Bazar. It's in Bangladesh, by the way. So we're going there.
It's the world's longest beach.
Really?
Longest sea beach. Yeah.
I gotta ask Ruhani Rabin. He's in our group, and he's from Bangladesh, I believe.
No, I think he's Malaysian. I think he's in Malaysia.
Where is he?
Yeah, Ronnie's in Malaysia. He's in Malaysia.
No, he's in Malaysia, but I think he's from Bangladesh. I think.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
He keeps talking about that he goes back and forth. Man, I could be wrong. And he's a friend of mine on Facebook for years. I don't even know where my friend's from. So yeah, I'm like, I don't know where anyone's from anymore.
I sometimes forget my team member's name, so you just location, bro.
So, yeah,
But
so I just know time zones. I know which time zone my friends are in. I'm like, all right, he's over there. He's
coming
over there.
then.
I don't know.
Is Jonathan coming to that vacation?
No, I won't be able to the time. I'm not. I can't fly. I'm sorry. I can't fly back like toward like Like a 14-hour flight for a 3-day trip. I can't
It's
do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't equate. Like, doesn't work.
I had someone, I think Joe knows Chris Walker, right? Joe knows Chris Walker,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
SEO guy. He flew 42 hours from US to India for a conference. So he went from he went from South Carolina to North Carolina. And then he took a flight from NC to New York. And then from New York, he took a flight to some European country, sorry. And then from Europe, he took a flight to Dubai. And then from Dubai, he took the flight to India.
I'm tired.
So it's a
Dude, that
42 hours.
sounds horrific. That sounds horrific, that flight path. I actually like layovers. I like layovers, like from UAE, like we'd go to like Europe, like usually Paris or something, and then like I don't mind breaking up the flight, but
Yeah,
to have more than one like layover, that's insanity.
3 hours in US alone. So like you have to go from your own state, because South Carolina, I think it doesn't have a good connection to the outside world. It then goes to North Carolina, then New York. New York has a good connection to.
But if he did that many connections, he must have had the best price like deal ever.
Yeah, that's cheap.
It could be.
You know?
cheaper that way. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like, I have friends from Croatia. They'll travel to Turkey. They'll go east.
Yeah, Istanbul.
And then they'll go from Istanbul to New York.
Yes.
So they're going out of the way, but they're getting a much cheaper rate to get to New York. It takes a little longer, but I'd rather pay a little more.
In Canada, we have the worst paths. Like people think like it's a big, like no, it's horrible because we have huge taxes. So like I pay with a lot of points. Like I have a lot of points from our agency work. So, but you pay for the taxes and fees. Like often, like you don't pay with points. You can't. You have to pay them. And Canada has like departure taxes. Like when you leave Canada. So if I were to fly, for reference, if I were to fly from New York to Las Vegas or like Los Angeles, let's say cross coast to coast.
Yeah.
It's like you can find a ticket, Joe, right? For I don't know, $300, honestly, on a good day, like pretty like round trip. You know, you can find like super cheap, like no seat selection, whatever. From Montreal, which is nearly the same distance, like Montreal to Los Angeles, $1,000. Like, and 600 of that is taxes and fees. So.
And now we have tariffs. Now we have the tariffs coming too.
A lot of Montrealers used to drive down to like Plattsburgh or like Burlington and fly from there throughout the US because it's so much cheaper.
Makes sense. Well, I could talk to you guys all day. This is fun. We could have a session just talk about tech and lifestyle in general.
Always a
therapy session because it's important. You know, a lot of people don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. You know, and we'll do it in French. So Francois is happy. We can do that.
We can do it in Russian too if anyone speaks Russian.
Oh, you speak Russian also? We usually have a few.
You speak Russian too?
Russian, French, English.
It's only time you speak Bengali and Hindi, and that's what
that's the next step.
I do speak Hindi a little bit.
When in our chat, like some of our team chats with our team from Bangladesh, like they type in like it's English letters or like half. It's like Bengali. It's like English.
It's
I don't know.
Banglish, you can say.
Banglish. Yeah, Banglish. That's what they call it. It's like crazy. I'm like sometimes I read things and I'm like, is this English or am I supposed to understand it? Is this tech or this is not tech? You know? And then I realize it's like half Bengali. So
that's great. So you guys, I guess, Rocket Hub, we got to go there to buy it now. You don't know how long you're going to be there until Karan kicks you out, or and then of course StepCapture.com. You can go there. I guess you could now have a pricing plan there.
I think we have one giveaways to announce as well. I think.
Karan, we can do the giveaway. We'll have. I got to talk to Karan actually about doing a bunch.
And this is a special one, Joe. This is a very special one. I think we discussed this with the team before. It's a very special giveaway for. It's not just our normal giveaway, but it has some incentive to it. So
nice.
And this one is unique this time with these guys. So these guys will make you understand what it is.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So for the giveaway, basically, you just use StepCapture free versions or the pro versions. For the pro, we currently enable one coupon code. I'm not sure Joe can able to type it. It's called Try StepCapture, basically. That coupon code, if you try on any pro subscription, you just use that coupon code, you'll bypass
is it all capitals? All capitals, try.
Usually, I would advise one thing. I'm just doing random stuff. You can update that coupon code to try StepCapture egg or something, so we know it came from.
Oh yeah. I
So
think just put it there. Try StepCapture egg. I think I'll
Try
just update the coupon
StepCapture
code
egg.
within
Yeah.
a couple of minutes after the sessions.
so
So
Yeah.
yeah,
you can
Don't
just
forget
try.
Nafi.
try StepCapture. Yeah, try StepCapture and share any feedback.
Okay, or
You want
which
to
one do you
see.
want to do? Try StepCapture egg or try StepCapture?
No, it's
Egg.
good. The
You can
egg.
have
The egg is good.
Okay,
The
I
egg
left
is
it in
good.
the comments. Try
Yeah.
StepCapture egg. Hey, are we
Try loud
merging?
egg.
We're merging.
Shit.
We're merging.
Yeah.
We're merging. You know, it's a.
I kind of like try loud egg. Whatever. I don't get into
You guys
this,
can do it.
right?
How about we'll just put Karan's phone number in there, and that'll be the
Yeah, that's perfect.
whatever
Yeah.
you guys decide.
Anyone who calls me before 3 a.m., you win. So make
You have caller
have
ID.
Yeah.
Okay,
them.
he'll find you.
Yeah. Yeah. Fine, you guys.
All right, so
Yeah, yeah. Just to finish it, so just use StepCapture, free, paid, anything. Use the coupon code for that, and share anything on your social media with the hashtag try StepCapture egg. By the way, so just share it, and within 1 or 2 weeks, Joe will pick the winner, and we'll just give it the Rocket of Tier 3 license for free.
I'll
One
have.
winner.
That's awesome. Karan, you guys could pick. I'll let you pick, so I'm not biased.
No, it's
Okay, no, here.
it's your session. So
I'll
you
make the
people are
decision. I'm making the final decision. The coupon code is try StepCapture egg. Because it's a bit hard to type, you want people to put effort to at least get that. So you'll get basically all the pro features for a trial, like that you can test out, you can use, and then share anything on your social media with hashtag try StepCapture. Just simple hashtag try StepCapture. It could be anything you like. If it's feedback, you want to give us feedback and ideas or anything at all, like feel free to put up a post, just hashtag that, and then we will essentially, and the giveaway will give a tier 3, right, Nafi? Tier 3
Yeah, Tier 3,
Rocket Hub
Tier 3.
lifetime deal. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
there's
cool.
the hashtag. That's great. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Nafi, make sure to add the coupon code try StepCapture egg.
I just added it, by the way.
There's a
All right,
coupon
perfect. We
code.
good.
Do that. You can try it, and then we'll do an announcement in the Facebook group, the Loud Egg Facebook group. And yeah, so try it out, test it out. Even if you're not gonna do the giveaway, just try
Share
it,
anything.
it, you know.
You don't like it, you want this, that. That's it. We must use the hashtag. By the way, we are going to be using some software, so that software needs to be checked. The hashtag is there, so just use the hashtag.
Yeah. So share it on socials, on Facebook, X, wherever, right? Just
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway,
cool. Thanks, guys.
Sweet.
We could do this again in the future. Keep in touch. Jonathan, I don't know if you're on Facebook or any of the platforms.
I'm on. I mean, now I'm on. I never, until this Rocket Hub launch, I wasn't on Facebook.
Yeah.
Joe,
now I'm on Facebook.
knows how many times I've told Joe many people have used Facebook. Came after 14 years.
I know.
Just because of Rocket.
We had a founder yesterday in our group. He got banned. Like he got hit from Facebook because he didn't use an account for 9 years, and then he created a new account, and he was having fun. He's like, "This is great." He was posting everywhere, and they just they hit him because it was a fresh account.
Account.
I had to go on LinkedIn to talk to him. I felt like I have to put on a shirt, suit and tie to go to LinkedIn. I'm all corporate.
Dude, LinkedIn is so much worse. I jumped on literally 2-3 weeks ago and we launched with Rocket Hub. The first time I've been on Facebook in forever. It took me like 3 weeks just to get my password reset, and it's actually like the groups on Facebook. Like I'm very impressed. Like there's really good groups and niche and people that are communicating and networking. It's better than LinkedIn, honestly, for group networking, in my opinion. I think LinkedIn's a bunch of like AI.
The only reason I came back to Facebook was the group. The tech community group is so strong.
Yeah, it's amazing.
X has the good individuals that are new things happening. Yeah, it's great. And for sports, I'm on there for sports. The news that happens first is Twitter X. But Facebook for tech, I think it's a place to be. And if you guys ever make like a Facebook group for your, StepCapture, I don't know if you have or whatever, it's a good place to have that support done for you. People communicate and help each other out. with what's going on. You know,
It's
oh,
a
you can do this.
It's a great community area. Instead of paying, like, I know people do like communities like in Discord or Slack, but Facebook look great. People can easily apply to join if they see it on Facebook and other groups, whatever. Yeah, I agree.
People are on there,
right.
They're on there. I mean, we're on there for, you know, people, friends and family in Europe or Asia. You want to send pictures, the baby, the kid, this, we're at a party, you know, like it's good just to keep it. Memes, you know, I like to send Karan the stupid memes. My personal Facebook is just idiocracy. It's just stupidity at its fullest. And I don't know, I'm making fun of this guy or that guy. It's great. You know, nothing serious.
The problem I had with Facebook was I have so many pages that I like when I was like 12, you know, that I would like and follow. So I can't look at my feed right now.
Because, you got to scrub it. Yeah. You know,
I'm trying to close everything. Like, you know, I'm trying to remove everything.
Smart early on with my Twitter. I had like a self-destruct tweets after like a month.
Oh, nice.
So I had that set up early on. I don't know if it's still available. So a lot of the stuff I posted, you know, decades ago disappeared because I'm like, what was I doing?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying the stuff like I can't look at my feed because the shit I used to like when I was like 12.
Oh, what you liked. Like, yeah.
And like those pages got recycled probably and bought by other people.
Well, I still like, you know, cartoons and Garfield and
yeah, exactly.
You know, or you know, my kids now. I'm watching SpongeBob. Hey, nothing wrong with SpongeBob.
Yeah.
You know, they could do that. Ninja Turtles. I got that. I still like them.
Bro, I watched till I'm 22, but I'm still watching.
I'm gonna be 50. I'm 50, and we're doing Barbie and My Little Pony here because I got two little girls.
Oh, well, it's your children. You're
we're in that. And Taylor Swift is like on my playlist all the time. But you know, hey, what are you gonna do?
Right now, it's all Trump memes.
Yes, a lot of memes there. We got a lot of memes.
Yeah, it's like you have seen those JD Vance face being.
I love that various. One.
Yeah, it's great.
You know now our video is gonna get flagged because we mentioned him because that's
what shit.
Yeah. Me and Karan, we've done this so many times. We talked about drones in New Jersey in one live session. We just talked about there were drones in New Jersey, you know, and what's going on and then next you know we were flagged. You can't
we're gonna get flagged now again, but
it's all right.
We have to blur it with StepCapture. Do something.
Yes.
I was gonna say if you're from the US, from the US government, from the DoD, wherever it is, StepCapture. I know you guys are very cost efficient right now. You're scrubbing with Doge. Like we're super cheap. We have great features. You can systemize things and
you have good security, right? You have good security because they're using like instant messenger to talk about the things right now. They're like, I don't know. They're like, hey, we're about to blow up something here. Let's put it on Facebook. I mean, like, so you're good. StepCapture, use them. You guys have more security. Maybe they'll hire you as a consultant.
They can password protect their guides on how to blow Yemen up.
Nice. I want to see how this video does later. Someone's gonna be knocking on my door like 5 minutes. It was Rocket Hub. It's all Rocket Hub.
It sounds just me, guys. Go
Probably Chinese or
By the way, Karan, wasn't JD Vance just in India? Like,
he just left. He left yesterday. Yeah,
I guess he couldn't find you. He couldn't find you.
Yeah. Is it because of last couple of days what's happening between India and Pakistan? Is it because of that?
No, I think
that was a pre-plan because now Trump will come next year. I think this year end he's scheduled to come, so he will be here. So that's why, but always VP comes first, and then you have the president come here.
So is he going to speak at the Rocket Hub conference, or is he there for like an SEO conference? Trump, make SEO great again. We want to make it bigger and better. And it's going to be huge.
I want to see his dance. You know this one.
Yeah.
My dad does the dance. He likes. He got one of those hats, and my dad's cool. He's like, he doesn't care. He likes everybody, you know. But he got a hat just to bust his chops, his friends' chops. He wears them so people leave him alone. You know, if you wear a hat, some people will leave you alone, and you have an extra seat at the diner counter.
I don't know. I feel like unfortunately, I feel like it's the opposite in some states, dude.
Oh yeah, it depends what state you're in. They'll be like high five. It depends
varies by state. Yeah, exactly.
It depends where you are. Definitely fun times in the U.S. and around the world.
It's amazing. I love it. I love it, dude.
Me too.
I don't know about you guys. I have no hate about it. I love what's going on. It's hilarious. It's like there's always something on X in the news every day.
Yes. Not a slow news cycle. Yeah. Never a slow news cycle. No. All right. So we went off a little bit, half hour on politics, but it's fun. You know, we got fun here. Gotta have fun. But yeah, thanks guys making time. I know you have
Thank
stuff
you.
to do. Nafi
Thank you,
needs
Joe,
rest.
inviting
Nafi's
us.
probably tired. He's like, I'm just here to talk about
Bro,
like,
no,
what are you guys talking about here?
before the session, I just woke up. I almost missed the session.
It's like
Okay.
morning for Nafi right now. It's like good morning.
I know.
Yes.
No,
Right.
Joe, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It was super
Yeah,
fun.
Joe.
Like,
Yeah.
hopefully we'll do it again.
Yeah. And I'll try
but,
not to break
really
StepCapture
appreciate
too much. I'll be
Break it.
messaging you guys.
Break it.
what's going
Bro,
on.
Break it.
this is an offer for you. Bracket will give you the tier 3 for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway.
going to break it. Karan, you hear that? I'm going to go break it.
Bracket.
Anytime, go for it. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Karan. Thanks, Jonathan. Nafi.
Thanks, folks.
Yeah, thanks
All
everyone
right.
for
Bye,
joining.
guys.
Bye.
And
Bye,
we'll,
bye.
we'll see you in the next live.
Ciao.
See you.
Ciao.
Bye.